this hoe. Yeah, and we back at it. Pardon the interruption and the technical difficulties. Uh, did it catch any of that first part at all? Nah. Damn. Okay. Uh, shit. It's working now. All right. All right. So, yeah, my name's Cam. I'm from Houston and shit. I'm gonna make this episode about me because I'm the only one here. So yeah. I grew up in Third Ward, over Blodgett, right across from TSU. I used to always ride my bike up and down Tiger Walk, trying to holler at bitches when I was like 11, 12 years old on the bike. You know what I'm saying? Just young player shit. Uh, how did I get into music? Man, okay, so originally I was always into music ever since I can remember. I used to play any type of percussion instrument. Actually, I used to play snare, tenor, uh, the xylophone, cymbals. I even get on some maracas, nigga, and be on your ass. Um, but yeah, that's how I guess I started a love for music. Actually, you know what? It was before that because my grandma was in church and she was in the choir. Not in church, she was in the choir in church. But the drummer that was there with the choir, I actually used to take drum lessons from him. So I used to play full set drums. And that's how I really, really started getting into music for real. After that, it just developed into a bunch of more shit. Uh, Let me see. I was actually just watching a interview about Drippy, which one of these questions on here, I ain't gonna lie, it kind of answers that. Who shaped your writing style the most early on? Well, early on, who shaped my writing style the most? Probably like Currency, Lil Wayne, and Starlito. Them was like the top three people that I listened to over the years. Uh, it wasn't even. I mean, and of course, like any Texas legend that's on the screw tape, that goes without even saying though. But outside like industry niggas, because it wasn't a whole lot of industry people from here until we got to the Slim Thugs and the Power Walls and people like them. But yeah, Lil Wayne, Currency, any Houston flow, because that's just naturally this it's just naturally us that's flowing at the lunch table for us. And Starlito, really, I think more than anybody, Starlito resonated with me the most, just because I, it would always be something that I could like genuinely relate to. And he has a way of like speaking in generals, but making it specific enough to that it hit whatever target audience. You know what I'm saying? It hit multiple targets. It's not like he say one thing that only a certain group of people is gonna get. It's easy to transfer from culture to culture to culture. Um, what emotion is easiest to write about? Ooh, for me, it's really two that's easiest to write about for me, and that's like pain and being turned is the two easiest emotions that just flow out of me. Being turned and pain. Um, and because of like what I was saying with Starlito, I feel like the pain ones don't come off across like it's like a hopeful pain. It's not like a I'm sad, woe is me pain. It's like a yeah, like we going through shit right now, but it's gonna be good tomorrow, like type shit. Cause that's just my overall state of mind on everything, honestly. Uh, what's hardest for me to write about? That woe is me as pain. That that depressing ass pain. I can't like them. I give it to zero because as many pain records as he got, I don't think I could make that many. Like just drowning in pain records. Like I couldn't. It's too damn depressing for me. I couldn't do that many pain songs. I think that's what's that's what's hardest to me. Like writing out my feelings. All right, that's cool. But I couldn't be no Rod Wave, no Zero, no Pain YB. I couldn't do it. I don't think that would work out for me. I'm too nonchalant for that type of shit. Anyways, like I just come across as a person that just brush shit off all the time. Like unless it's a real issue. Like if it's a real issue, but then I'm turned if it's a real issue. So it's like you know what I'm saying. Do lyrics usually start from the beat, a phrase, or an emotion for you? Uh, it depends on how I'm feeling. Honestly, most of my hooks come from me just bullshitting, freestyling in the car, and I say some shit that I just feel like is just so catchy, and I write it down and I repurpose it to whatever we like. I got a session. I got a session later tonight. As a matter of fact, I'm glad I'm doing this shit by myself right now because I got a session later tonight, so I can clip this, and when y'all see the session, y'all gonna understand how my workflow go. Cause that's what this next one is gonna be about. I'm about to show y'all my work. I gotta show the work, you know what I'm saying, so y'all can see it. How did I know in the version? I don't like that question. Fuck that shit. Mm, what separates a good lyric from a timeless lyric? It's easy. It's not easy, but it gotta be something that hits multiple targets. Like sometimes, sometimes people get too carried away with being so specific to their own life that it go over a lot of people's head. Versus like saying my favorite color is yellow. All right, that's my favorite color. Like it's too personal. But if I say like I put I something that got to do with yellow that like draw attention to the color and not attention to it being my color to make it universal. So that way other people that like yellow be like, "Oh, that's dope cuz I like yellow too." And it's not just like making it about you. You got to sometimes make the bars like go worldwide, make it be able to jump from one culture to another culture and without losing any of the wit or any of the feeling, any of the emotion in it. I feel like that's what make the difference between like a good lyric and a timeless lyric is being able to jump from one culture to the next and still carry the same emotion and the same feeling. Uh, do I intentionally? Yes. Do you intentionally leave room for listeners to interpret your lyrics differently? Absolutely. Absolutely. It's certain times where I I blend words together so it feels like I might be saying like two different things and I do it on purpose just so people it gives some people something to talk about like did you say this? Did you say that? Like you said this, you said that. I don't know. It's premeditated when I do that though. I don't usually do it if I'm freestyling. That's something that I would do like if I'm writing something down. Then I purposely leave like a cliffhanger or something that you might not understand all the way, just so it could be a little bit controversial. Not often, but I do definitely do that shit for real. I feel like it's fun. It gives people something to do while they listening. Like it make your brain think a little bit. Give people something to talk about. Um, have you ever sacrificed honesty for a better rhyme? Maybe back when I was younger. Because back when I was younger, I didn't understand that the bars need to match your lifestyle. Like, the shit that you talking about need to match what you're doing. I didn't understand that part when I was younger until, shout out, Shot already kid too. He gave me that advice when I had met him at Warehouse Live. He was like, if it's something that you talking about and you don't know that you feel it, ain't nobody else gonna feel it. So from then on, I just made stuff more repurposed to like actually be about my life. Like everything is about my life. Some things may be like slightly exaggerated a little bit, but not even really though. Everything be about my life for real. Like everything, everything, everything. So yeah, I used to cap a little bit in the raps back when I was younger, but as an adult, nah, not since Cham has been here. That would have been something for like a Cartier Cam or Cam Rails way back in the day, high school days. But nah, we ain't doing no capping in the rapping. Um, let me see. What's something listeners underestimate about songwriting? The biggest thing I think that listeners underestimate about songwriting is the fact that oftentimes the artist is not the person that wrote the song. So you gotta think about it like this. If I write a song down right now, whoop, 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 I send it to you. And I send you a reference. I go in the studio, I go record a reference track for it. I send it to you. You don't do the song the same way that I did it, and you do it worse than I did it, right? If you put it out, regardless, I'm still making money off of it. Now let's turn that up, and let's say I write you this song, I give it to you, it turns all the way up. I still get money off. You know what I'm saying? So regardless, what I'm saying is, regardless, you still making bread. As an artist, though, if the song don't do good from you promoting it and stuff like that, of course, you're not making no money off of it. And I mean, it's that too for the songwriter, but it's just less effort because it all falls on the artist's shoulders in the end, anyways. Because you're the face of the song, you're the face of the sound. You know what I'm saying? So just like being the face of the United States, is all going technically for everybody's gonna blame you at the end of the day as the artist. So you know what I'm saying? Songwriters can build their pen and use other artists, you know what I'm saying, and work on delivery and see what works and what don't. It's a good way to practice your niche and a good way to develop your craft before if you was ever thinking about becoming an artist, it's a good way to do it is to songwrite for people. As a matter of fact, I used to songwrite for people. Uh I still do now. I be helping my niece write every now and then. Y'all gonna see who that is. Don't worry about it. Y'all gonna know exactly who she is soon enough. Y'all gonna be like, dang, for real, Cam? Yeah, bro. For real. How do streaming and short attention spans affect how artists write now? Everything's short. Like, even the songs is getting shorter. I remember in middle school, songs used to be 3 minutes and 30 seconds, 4 minutes, 4:15. You know what I'm saying? You get uh, a hook, a verse, uh, a hook, a bridge, another verse, and then we fading out on the hook or outro. Boom, you got 3 minutes, 30 seconds, 4 minutes. Now, like easily, every song that come out is 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Like 2 minutes 30 seconds. It's rarely a song that go viral or get popping for real that is longer than about 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Like so, with streaming and shit, everything's already readily available. I feel like it's kind of like hindering the overall like feeling of the sound because like you just chasing a shorter what's the word called when it stimulates your brain, euphoria. You're just chasing a shorter euphoria than you would have been back in the day when you had, I mean, even before 2005, 2003, around the time when I was like a teenager and stuff like that. Even before then, songs would be 5 minutes. See, every decade or so, songs get shorter because people attention spans get shorter and shorter. And having all of these streaming platforms is really not helping because you don't have to do nothing to seek out euphoria. Like it takes no effort to seek out the euphoria, and that's really a part of the process on the cool. It's just like rolling. Like, sure, rolling don't get you high, but a part of the process, you know what I'm saying? They get you ready to get that time in. It's just part of it. And now that you got microwave music, you got chicken Alfredo music, which it ain't nothing wrong with chicken Alfredo music. Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you need some chicken Alfredo, bro. Sometimes that's what it calls for, but it's just not as stimulating as a full, you know what I'm saying, steak, baked potato, roasted asparagus, all that shit, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Um, what song of mine feels the most personal? Shirt by Bari. Just because I feel like I'm pouring out on that song for real, talking about a lot of like issues with family members and issues with friends and issues with just issues and how I stay the course. And yeah, Shirt by Bar is the most personal song that I got out right now in my eyes. But with this Mad TV coming out, we finna get way more deep into it, baby. Uh, pen or phone notes? Phone notes. The pen and paper. Uh, I got chicken scratch writing anyways. I be, I got if I lose my, it's about $1 million worth of music in my phone, just in bars, no bullshit. Um, what do you want people to feel when they hear my words? I want you, I want you to be confused. I want you to think that I look different than I sound. Nah, I just want people to pop their shit and know that everything is gonna be okay in the end. Everything gonna work out in the end. And most of all, pop your shit and be a humble beast. Don't be a cocky asshole. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Know your worth, but don't just put too much on that shit for real. But yeah, this champ, and this is a studio podcast interview, bitch.